Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk to you guys about how your thoughts shape your reality and your destiny. So listen, your thoughts are going to either destroy you or create the best life possible for you. So what do I mean by this? So guys, listen, your brain, your subconscious mind is a software, right? It's like a software that is blank, right? And when you're born, right, you get fed certain ideas, certain ways of thinking, certain perspectives on the world. You may have been ingrained to think certain ways about money or about relationships or about health or about government or religion or whatever, right? But the beautiful part about being a human, right, and being an individual is that when you finally realize that your mind is like a software and you can unplug it and program it to whatever you want it to be programmed to, then you take your power back as an individual and you can see whatever you want for your life. You can envision and manifest whatever you want for your life. So as far as your mind works, you want to obviously, if you're just starting out on this journey or, you're just learning about self-improvement or whatever, you really want to start out with your own inner talk, your own negative thinking, your own belief systems, your own limiting beliefs, and just the way you think in general. So, when I first started out, when I first really started to get into like personal development, the gym, growing my confidence and just developing myself and the way I think, I, sat down with myself at times and was like, wait, is that true? Is what my dad or what my sister told me or what my teacher taught me, is that true? Whether it relates to money, whether it relates to government, whether it relates to what food is good for human consumption, whether this event happened or didn't happen, right? Whatever it is, right? It's always about you assessing in the future, right? Because like I said, from ages 1 to 7, you're not really in control of your brain, right? Your brain is still very malleable and very open to being programmed by whoever is in your, vicinity, basically your parents, your friends, relatives, school, right? So it's very important that you guys understand that your brain is a software and you can unlearn certain thinking patterns and start to adopt new ways of thinking that are going to be better for you and are going to help you live a better life in general. So guys, I'll give you an example, right? So let's talk about like money, right? Money's a big topic these days and always will be. Money, right? Let's say you grow up, right? And you're poor. Let's say you grew up in like Section 8 housing, you grew up on food stamps, you grew up maybe on welfare, your parents didn't have much. They were always fighting about money. They were always saying things like, money doesn't grow on trees, or money's the root of all evil, or money's bad and only rich people are greedy with money and rich people are evil, right? All these like negative things about money, right? If you hear that constantly, right, as a kid growing up, ages 1 to 7, right, even a little bit older, you're gonna grow up as an adult thinking that way, right? Regardless of if you acknowledge it or not, you're gonna think that way because that's all you know, right? Now, obviously, we have the internet, we have people that share better ideas, but what I'm trying to say is, if you're just watching this and you feel like, damn, like I've been, programmed my whole life so far, let's say you're a teenager, you've been programmed your whole life so far to think a certain way about money. Well, guess what? You don't have to think about that, about money that way. You don't have to think about all the competition in the workplace or the limited positions in your company or the high inflation or the high food prices or just the limited opportunity. You have to think in abundance in terms of money, right? So there's two ways to think about money and opportunity, right? There's the scarcity, the scarce way to think about it, and the abundant way to think about it. So the scarce way is what I already talked about. Inflation, limited opportunity, all the poor people in the world, also the belief systems associated with having a lot of money, like rich people are greedy, or money's the root of all evil, or money doesn't grow on trees, right? So all of those things are sort of like the scarcity negative side of it. And then the abundant side is, what are some abundant ways to think about money? For example, I live in America. Most of you guys live in a first world country. I live in a first world country. There's plenty of opportunity around me. There's plenty of money to circulate around the planet. I heard there's enough, on a side note, I heard there's enough money for every human to be a billionaire. Think about that. Think about that. So there's almost 8 billion of us right now? There's enough money to make 8 billion people a billionaire. That is crazy. That's a crazy amount of money, right? And you have the nerve to sit here and tell me that, I'm poor because of this, but guys, that's only because people see money in that way, in their reality, the way they behave in their workplace, the way they look at their career, the way they look at business, the way they look at everything, the way they look at investing, the way they look at the economy. It's all a scarce way of looking at it. And then, of course, right, if you constantly program your mind that way, by watching the news, listening to people around you that struggle with money, of course you're going to attract negative things, or you're just going to repel abundance, right? Because your whole reality is shaped towards negativity and scarcity, right? But if you think constantly, I am abundant, I am constantly being circulated with money is always circulating in my life, opportunities are everywhere, right? If you have this sort of attitude and way of thinking when it comes to money, then your whole life, the way you move, the way you look at things will reflect back to you what you see. So if I am constantly thinking, I live in abundance, there's plenty of opportunity for me, money is always circulating in my life, there's always new positions available in my company, right? If I'm always thinking like that, I'm gonna find a way to make a lot of money, because that's what I see. And what I see by default, if let's say for example, I do see an opportunity that revolves my thinking patterns, I'm gonna take that opportunity because that's who I am. I've programmed myself to be that way. So as a byproduct of me programming myself to think a certain way and attract certain things, I'm going to take action that aligns with what I think. So if I think I'm abundant, if I think there's opportunity and I see opportunity, it's a no-brainer because that's who I am. So for example, when my boss or when someone asks me, hey, do you want to work extra overtime? Of course I'm going to take extra overtime because I see everything as opportunity. Or when my buddy says, hey man, look at this stock to trade, it's going up right now. Of course I'm going to take that opportunity because that's who I am. That's who I've developed my character, my brain. That's how I program myself to be in this life, right? So guys, it's very important to really internalize this concept. This is a huge concept because guys, no matter how hard, think about it, right? You could have a want to be rich or a want to have a lot of money, but if you still have those negative beliefs and thinking patterns and ways of looking at the world when it comes to money, then you're going to struggle because guess what? Let's say you're working hard, right? You're working 40 hours a week, right? Or you're trying, but you constantly have negative self-talk, you have self-doubt, you feel like there's a scarce amount of resources. No matter how hard you work, you're going to remain in poverty because it starts up here. The foundation, the software isn't programmed to run a successful life and make decisions that will make you successful, right? So guys, that's kind of like I wanted that to kind of be short because it's kind of like a very simple concept, but the whole idea is that you want to program your thoughts. And this, guys, like I said, this can apply to health, this can apply to relationships, whatever. You want to program yourself, program your reticular activating system. That's what it's called, how you see the world. And when you start to think about certain things, whenever you're in reality, whenever you're in the real world or wherever you're online looking at stuff, you're going to see what you think about. So if you see opportunity, if you feel like there's plenty of opportunity out there, when you're online and you're looking up side hustles, or you're at your job and they have a promotion opportunity here, or someone needs help over here for extra hours or whatever, you're going to take that action because that's what you want, and your reality is reflecting that back to you because you have programmed your brain to see those opportunities and events that can help you become successful, right? So guys, this is a very simple concept. It takes some work in the beginning to really develop an abundance sort of mentality and mindset, but over time, as you continue to really question your current belief systems and work on them, and then observe the world, like, guys, in reality, it's true either way. So it's true that, yeah, inflation's high, food prices are high, gas is high. There are a lot of people that are poor, but guess what? There's also a lot of new opportunity. The internet's emerging as, the number one way, the digital economy, to make money. Stocks, there's plenty of opportunity in stocks. There's plenty of opportunity in crypto, AI, ChatGPT, starting a business, like side hustles. You can go on Facebook Marketplace and buy shit and flip it right now, easily. I do that with PlayStation games and consoles. Easy. We live in America. We're in a first world country, right? And some of you guys are from UK, some of you guys from Canada, whatever. But you live in a free country right now. There is no excuse for you to be broke. Being broke is a mindset. So guys, get your mind right and you'll start to see opportunities flourish and reveal themselves to you in your life. So yeah, that's it. That's all, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you are new to my channel, please make sure to subscribe. If you have any questions, comments, leave them down below. And as always, I will talk to you guys soon. Peace.